Hi guys, so today I'm doing a new type of video. I'm trying to post every first Wednesday of the month, and it's kind of like a sketchbook tour of my daily drawings that I did during that month. So today I'll be doing the January sketchbook tour, and we're just going to go through all the images that I drew. It's basically a review or like looking into my daily drawings, and I'll give a little like backstory on what I was thinking or why I drew it, stuff like that. It's all posted on my Instagram and Facebook as well. The link's in the description. It's just this one is more of an overview when it's all together, like compilation, whereas the Instagram and Facebook is every day. But some of the pictures that are on that are in here are not posted on Instagram because I just didn't feel like posting it. Sometimes it'll just be like small doodles and stuff that are only available in this video. So I hope you enjoy, and let's get started. So I'm using the Strathmore Mixed Media sketchbook. It is the vellum surface, and it has 40 sheets. It is a 5.5 inches by 8.5, and I find that this one is a good size for the daily sketching because I don't, like every day you don't really want to draw something huge and ginormous, but this one is much cheaper than the Moleskine. I have a Moleskine, but I feel like this paper is a lot better for ink drawing and stuff because the Moleskine you can kind of see through, especially with the new paper I've heard, but this one you can use ink and stuff and it doesn't really show through, so I'll show. So the first one, this one is actually not posted on my Instagram or my Facebook because I drew this one as the first day of January image, but I didn't really like it, so I guess I'll just turn it around. I didn't really like it, so I didn't post it because honestly I tend to draw things like this like all the time, like the pose is the same because I really like drawing shoulders for some reason, and hair and closed eyes because it's kind of easy. But I didn't want this to be the first drawing of the year in my Instagram and Facebook, but technically it was. So the next one, this one is the one that I posted. Let me go ahead and zoom out a little more. It is my character Pearl Lee, and if you see my other videos you kind of know who she is. She's kind of based around me. She looks like me, and I just drew her in a winter outfit because when I drew her it was really cold, so of course why not draw her in a winter outfit that I don't own. And I just accented her with the pink scarf and pink bow. When I posted it, she did not have shading in her hair, but I added this later. I didn't post it again, so this is a YouTube exclusive. And I always draw her for some reason with heart leggings. If you look back in my other videos, she always has heart leggings on. And I really like drawing boots, so you'll see a lot of that throughout the video. The next one is Pokemon. So if you were on my Instagram or Facebook, you would know the backstory behind this. I was facing the Rock Gym Leader in Pokemon Y, and my team's not very developed. Like, I have 2 fire types, and I couldn't find any water types and stuff, so I had a disadvantage. A lot of my Pokemon fainted, but the last one to save me was Butterfree, and he knocked him out like that. So this one is me. I usually draw myself in long sleeves and shorts and boots. You see a lot of these boots as well. And then Butterfree is one of my favorite Pokemon, along with Vaporeon, Dragonair, Milotic, man, I remember there's more. I totally forget. I'll probably get back to this later. But yeah, so this is the second day, and I'm still playing Pokemon. Usually I don't finish it, so I'm trying to finish this one. I really like how the gameplay is with the new ones, so hopefully I can finish that one. Alright, so the third one, if you play Line Play, this is based off that. My character at one point had mint green hair, and I really liked how it looked, so I decided to draw it. Plus, in an art block, chibis are the easiest to draw. So, this is my avatar at the time, and I like to draw people with sweaters and leggings and boots too. And if you can't see, the same boots are present here. So this is just my line play avatar. It's iiKiui if you ever want to add me. Alright, and this one is for Monday Merms, I believe. Yeah. This is the first time I ever did Monday Merms and have continued to do it. So it's been really fun actually, because mermaids are really fun to draw. Like, they don't have stiff limbs, at least the bottom half, so you can have fun with it. I just used the brush pen for this, and most of the ink drawings in here I'm using the Pigma Micron pens. This one's just a brush pen. The other ones usually use the 05, 03, or 005. I mean 01. Did I say 05? My bad. So yeah, this is just a mermaid. And then this one is a fairy. And this is not for Fairy Friday, but it is a fairy. And just like the mermaid one, I was practicing with S shapes, like the poses. So this one is just exaggerating proportions and trying to make the pose look more dynamic. And I like how this one turned out. Plus, I gave her like this improv leaf dress that I just drew in with green pen at the time. I did use a certain type of marker. I used the Stabilo pens. Yeah, I haven't used them quite a lot yet, so probably more in the future. The next one, here you'll see, this one is the one I posted on Instagram, but on this day I was trying to practice eyes and trying to diversify them, because this one is like my style. This is how I draw eyes and how I draw a face. But, you know, sometimes you want to change it up because you feel like it looks like everybody else's. But I was just experimenting, seeing like, what do I like, what don't I like, and like, why do I like them, what do I want to include in my own style. So I'm still style exploring. I think I have part of my style down, but I still want to excuse me, I still want to diversify it a little bit. Alright, and this one is a little different from the rest. This is from Grizz and Norm on Instagram, and they have a Tuesday tip where you just make a blob and make a face out of it, and it's a good exercise to diversify your characters and give it a good variety. So if you use marker on this, it will bleed through, so I didn't want it to bleed. So I just scribbled in pencil random organic shapes, and I came up with these guys. This one doesn't really count because it's a ghost, but this one kind of looks like Champo from Mulan, and this one kind of looks like Pearl from Steven Universe, which were not my intention, but they just turned out that way. And I'm probably going to do more of these just for practice, probably off camera, we'll see. Alright, and then the next one, which is on the 8th, is a Miraculous Ladybug. And if you haven't seen it before, I haven't seen Miraculous Ladybug, I recommend it, but I'm only on episode 6, so I can't say much about it, but I do really like the animation, and being a major in animation, like, I admire animation, and the character designs are really good and really cute, so I recommend it. Alright, so this one, let's zoom in. Focus, okay, is a miniature garnet, and as you can see, that's how big she is. I just drew it because it's kind of an art block, and I never draw like Steven Universe fan art unless it's like rose quartz, or yeah. If you look at some of my other fan art videos of Steven Universe, it's usually Rose because she has big floofy hair, and I like drawing floofy hair. But Garnet is one of my favorite characters. She has a lot of attitude and it's really funny. Alright. Oops, wrong way. Let us move on to the next one. This one is a drawing that I did kind of out of stress relief. The pose I did reference myself. I have a mirror to the left side of me, so I just looked at it and copied my pose, and then I used the brush pen again to ink or just go crazy with the hair, and it kind of turned into like an ink puddle from her hair, and it was like attached to the sides, and yeah, it helped me relax because I just went crazy with it. So it's more of an emotional drawing, but I do like how it turned out. Alright. Oh, too far. Sorry, there's a lot of zooming in and out. Alright, this one was another Mermaid Mondays, and this one was a pose that I thought about in the shower. I just thought that, like, my hair is really heavy because I have long hair now. I used to have short hair, so when I would wash my hair, it wouldn't feel so heavy, but now it's like a weight on my head. And if mermaids have long hair, they must feel it all the time. So there's that one. Alright, this one was just because I want to draw something cute. Her face is slightly crooked, but whatever. And I guess I was trying to practice my anime style more with the bigger eyes, but this is like, ever since I started drawing my own style, like going back to anime style, whatever that may be, is kind of hard. Like, I can't draw eyes as I used to, but I still like how it turned out. Like, it's a little different from what I usually draw. Oh, and then here I have a drawing with fancy hair. I usually draw people with random hairstyles, and I was trying to practice my 7/8 view and the back because those are not my strong points. So I was practicing that in the hand, and the hair was inspired by a YouTube video by Missy Sue. So yeah, she has a lot of good creative hairstyles. Alright, next one is a magical girl. Kind of reminds me of Madoka Magica, and I just drew this in class because I was bored and I want to draw something magical and draw flowy hair. Alright, and this one, it's one of my favorite ones, is Fairy Friday, and I drew butterfly wings, but I didn't actually know how they worked, so I kind of wung it, no pun intended. And I don't know, fairies are pretty fun to draw too because they're really pretty, but you can like make them however you want. And I was just messing around with the hairstyle. As you can see, she kind of has like Ray hairstyle, but she has like this twist in the front, and she has a floofy dress, and it was really fun to play around with. And then her hair has like antennas. Right. Alright, so this one is another Pokemon one. It is me with Vaporeon, and Vaporeon is one of my favorite Pokemon, as I mentioned before. But before I didn't like it as much because I thought the webbing around its neck looked like a clown. But now I actually really like it, probably because of the mermaid tail too. But Vaporeon's like really cute. And this is me, and we're in a hot springs because at my house we don't have a tub, so I can't take a bath and like relax in it. So this is like the closest I can get. And this one, you can see why I was wanting a bath, because I had a lot of homework, and the caption for this one was when you realize you have more homework than you thought. And I'm pretty sure this happens to a lot of people. I thought I didn't have that much homework, and I realized I had like, oh, a couple essays due like later this week, and it's like, shoot, gotta finish it. So yeah, that was sad. Alright, and then this one is a Mermaid Monday one, and You can see I kind of like drawing tiny. I was just messing around with the pose again, and I really like drawing the hair. And making the fins a little different from each other, but honestly, I still need to work on that because they kind of look the same. But yeah, I thought it was cute. I also like drawing cerclets, the things that go across their forehead. Oh, excuse me. And yeah, that one, that's all for that one. Then the next one is this one. And the reason why I put color in this one was because I was looking at my Instagram and I'm like, there's a lot of black and white in here, so let's put some color in. So I used a highlighter, and highlighter's not very good for coloring, just so you know. But I had this purple highlighter, and I thought it would look cool, so I just added it in for shading and background. I think it works pretty well, but it does not blend very well. Alright, then the next one is a cat person that kind of looks like Toralei from Monster High, if you ever watched Monster High. I just drew this randomly, just for fun, because when you don't know what to draw a chibi. So I did, and I was just experimenting with eyes once more, and drawing short hair, because I don't usually draw short hair, but I do like it. And this one is mainly for the hair. It's not much different from other ones. Pose is similar to the other ones, and you can see that I didn't really put much thought into this one. And then this one is a little fairy for Fairy Friday. It was kind of like a punk one. My initial thought was it was going to be a boot fairy where she would give you like boots everywhere, and I would be really happy because I love boots. But she just changed to like a kind of cooler fairy than your typical like magical nature fairy or whatever. Yeah, and I based her hair off of Venus McFlytrap from Monster High, or whatever this mohawk half hair thing is. And this one, if you don't recognize it, it is they're sketches for my last video. And my last video was kind of like a collage watercolor galaxy thing called Swimming Among the Stars, and this is how I drafted it. Initially I was gonna do this pose with the hair going up, but I ended up doing something like this one. Instead of including her arm, I got rid of it, included only her face and her shoulders, and I think it worked pretty well. Yeah, I like how that one turned out. And here we have a dude. I don't draw dudes that much. My sister does Sunset, also known as Megs. She told me, she challenged me, every month you have to draw at least one dude, and I was like, okay, fine. So this is my one dude character. He is Yoon Kim. He's a K-pop star, and he's also paired with Pearl Lee. If you didn't know already, you'll see him a couple times in my my drawings, because I always pair him and Pearl together because they're supposed to be a couple that I made up. So there's that. I still need to practice. Drawing dudes is hard. Then I have a mermaid for Mermaid Mondays. No surprise. And I decided to add more color, so I did like a fiery type, just make it a little more organic. She's looking at a blue flame, which is different from her own, and I was just practicing with poses. Then here we have a picture of me, or trying to be me. I was cutting my bangs, but the day before I was cutting my sister's hair, and I kind of messed up a little. Cut it too short on one side, but it doesn't matter. Then I cut my own bangs because they got really long, and it's really hard to get your bangs this way. I think I need to pull it more to the side, but if you see this hairstyle, it's either me or Pearl Lee, because I tend to draw us pretty similar, so we can be interchangeable. She's basically me, but without the personality. And then this one is based off Star Darling dolls that I got. So I work in a toy store, and we got these new Star Darling dolls, and I have watched the series, but I just thought the dolls are really cute, and they're really posable. Like, they're made of pretty hard plastic, so they don't like they're not flimsy when you pose them. So I used the doll to pose it, and I just made up a random doll, or made up a random Star Darling. Uh, of course, including the boots and leggings. Their outfits are really cute. Like, they all have boots and leggings, which I love. So yeah, and this one is probably one of my favorite drawings out of the whole month. Let's just focus. It is called Lunching, and the reason why it's called Lunching is because my sister Megs, she was in my room, and she was lunging in my room, and I was trying to think of something to draw. And while she was lunging, she was like, I'm really hungry. I really want some sushi, and sushi's one of her favorites. And I was like, then you're lunching. So we made up this thing where you eat lunch while lunging. Lunching. Alright. And then here we have a Fairy Friday. It is a butterfly fairy just running away. Inspired by, if you watch the Barbie movies, there is a Barbie is Mariposa and the fairy princess or something like that. And they kind of had these, like, their wings are butterfly wings, but if you push them down, they turn to the gown. So it's kind of based off that idea. And kind of Winx, because Winx does like a lot of good, what's it called? Wing styles. Alright, and then this one is kind of based off Star Darling as well. Just because I want to draw something fun and just full of detail, I guess. It's not as detailed as it could be, but it was fun to draw. As you can see, I incorporate the legging boot combo once again. And these boots are based off my own boots, which I love wearing. Yeah, I just thought I'd draw a really cool character using those elements. And then here, covered it up. This is February. Can't look at that. Have to wait till next month. This is the last one. And I was doing my homework, but I got kind of tired. So I started watching Kimi ni Todoke episodes again, because I have finished the series twice. It's one of my favorite animes. It's really cute. And the way Sawako just looks at people and like sparkles come around her inspired me to draw this one. As you can see, I incorporate the same bangs, the boots, the fluffy dresses, same elements. So yeah, those are my drawings for January. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll definitely be trying to make more videos that are different from my speed paint videos. So I'm trying to plan on maybe, well, the first Wednesday would be this type of video, and then probably a challenge video within the month, a speed paint video, and if you guys would like, maybe some vlogs or like introducing myself or my pet, and maybe like room tours or reviews, hauls. So let me know in the comments below if you have any other suggestions. Let me know if you enjoyed this, if you like this type of video or not. And if you like what you see, please hit the subscribe, it'll help me a lot. And hit the like button too. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye!